if you're trying to help somebody see that they're the problem,
Or see that they have a
or
problem.
that they have a problem, right?
Right.
Thank you. If you're trying to help them do that, what allows them to hear it? And that there is, I like your point a little bit ago. I think that therapists really get in dangerous ground if they think that it's theirs to do that. That it's theirs to make that change in you.
Oh, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Well,
I can open a door. I can explore it in a way that maybe makes it easier for you to consider that. But ultimately, it's not mine to do. Only one person can choose to hear.
So I got on sort of an introductory call with a client yesterday. He and his wife are separated. And I asked 10 minutes worth of questions, and I said, look, you're trying to figure out if you want me for a therapist. So let me just tell you a story about me. And I tell a story of when Debbie and I get in a pretty good argument.
Yeah.
And I diagram it out. I'm drawing it on a legal pad, and I'm showing it to him, and all the arrows going around, this collusion, we'd call that.
Right. I think you did that in our first episode.
And
Anyway.
Anyway, this guy's going, that's us completely. And I thought I was just doing this so you could kind of make a decision about whether you'd want me as a therapist or not. Do I sound like I could be helpful? Does this make any sense to you? Or what sense does it make to you? And he saw it immediately, and he's going, oh, my heavens. He said, would it be okay if my wife were to join us on this?
Yeah.
Instead of two people going off, and again, this is another oddity that I find, that each will go to a different therapist. I don't know what they're hearing.
Yeah.
And somehow that's going to put them back together because they're going to learn the standard modalities that all the therapists are going to be teaching. And I'm just going, oh. Now, there are times when they can't be in the room together and they'll just get worse, but that's not always the case. And that was really interesting. He said, I think we could figure this out.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that I see in that, I always have loved with Arbinger, one of the key things I know from having sat in a lot of Arbinger seminars, but also like I've heard, I haven't done it, but when you get trained to be a facilitator, I've heard that they really, correct me, but my understanding is that they really push you towards being able to tell your own story of collusion accurately.
Yeah, well, it's interesting, yes. So the answer to that is yes. In fact, you have to tell your own stories of seeing people as objects, your own stories of self-betrayal, your own stories of carry boxes, your own stories of collusion, and not many stories about you that are good. You tell all the bad stories about you.
Yeah.
And that is really, I'm finding that profound. That just says, you've come to me, client, to tell me you have problems. And I want to see if your problems are like mine.
That's what I find powerful about it. And I think that's back to that Rogerian idea of like, how do you have unconditional positive regard? You find that underneath all our stories, regardless of what the story is, regardless of what the behavior is, regardless of what each specific problem is, it's just a human.
Yes.
Just somebody else that fails in the same way that I fail.
Or similar ways.
It's not the same in the story. It's not the same in the details, but the deeper part of it, like why they failed and why they couldn't see their failings and why they clung to this crazy behavior or to this crazy idea. Why'd they cling to that? Well, have you ever clung to anything that you should have let go of a long time ago and that actually made your life miserable, but you couldn't let it go because you thought, this is my only choice. This is my only option.